Hey everyone, what's up? I hope you're all doing great and having a good time. Today's video is a bit strange, a bit mysterious, and I know when you read the title, you're probably thinking, what is he talking about? But friends, today I'm going to share a story from my life that you might not believe. You might think it's just a story, but I assure you, what I'm about to tell you is absolutely true and actually happened to me. This is the story of how I believe people whisper my secrets while I'm sleeping. Yes, you heard that right. Whenever I go to sleep at night, I hear these strange voices whispering my deepest, most personal and private secrets. I know this sounds bizarre, maybe even a little crazy, but I'm going to tell you my entire experience in full detail. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you get notified for every new video. And don't forget to like the video, because this story might just keep you up at night and make you think. So, let's begin. It all started about 3 or 4 months ago. I was under a lot of stress in my life. The workload was immense. The pressure was high, and I was working late into the night on my laptop every single day. My sleep schedule was completely messed up. Sometimes I'd sleep at 2 in the morning, sometimes 3, and sometimes I'd be awake until dawn. My whole routine was disturbed. I was constantly tired and irritable during the day. My family and friends noticed that I seemed different, that I had changed. One night, I went to bed like usual. I was exhausted that day, from working, non-stop, from morning till evening. I lay down and fell asleep almost instantly. But around 3 in the morning, I suddenly woke up. But this wasn't a normal awakening. When I tried to get up, I realized my entire body was frozen. I couldn't move my hands, my legs, not even my head. Only my eyes were open, and I could see. I was staring at the ceiling of my room, completely terrified. I tried with all my might to move, but nothing happened. Then, I started hearing voices. At first, they were very faint, like whispers from far away. I couldn't figure out where they were coming from. My heart started pounding. I was so scared because I couldn't move my body and had no idea what was happening. Slowly, the voices became clearer and clearer. It felt as if someone was standing right next to my ear, whispering directly into it. And when I listened closely, I heard my own voice. Yes, my friends, my own voice was revealing my secrets. Secrets I had never told anyone. Things only I knew. Thoughts I had never shared. The voice first said that as a child, I hid my best friend's new bicycle in the storeroom and never apologized. This was true. It happened when I was about 7 or 8. My friend got a new bike, and I was jealous of my old one. I hid his bike, and his parents thought it was stolen. Then the voice started revealing more personal things. It said I lied to my mom when I used money from her purse to buy a video game. It said I copied a classmate's assignment and never even said thank you. It started listing all the small mistakes I had made throughout my life. I was completely frozen, listening to all of this. Everything the voice was saying was true, but where were these voices coming from? Who knew my secrets? Who was whispering? This went on for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then suddenly I could move again. I shut up in bed, gasping for air, drenched in sweat. I looked around my room, but no one was there. I was alone. I checked the time on my phone. It was 3:20 a.m. I was so confused and scared. I thought maybe it was just a bad dream, a nightmare, but it didn't feel like a dream at all. It felt so incredibly real. I couldn't get back to sleep. I just lay there, thinking about what had just happened. The next morning, I was exhausted. I went to work, but I couldn't focus. My mind kept going back to that night. Did it really happen? Or was I hallucinating? It felt too real to be a dream. I didn't tell any of my colleagues or friends because I thought they'd think I was crazy or make fun of me. That night, I was nervous about going to sleep. What if it happened again? But I was so tired. I desperately needed to rest. I left all the lights on and fell asleep. And it happened again. Around 3 a.m. I woke up, paralyzed, and the whispers started. This time, the voices were even clearer and more detailed. They revealed secrets about my online life. Messages I had sent and deleted. Thoughts I had written in my private journal. My mind started to spin. How was this possible? How could someone read my diary? How could they see my deleted messages? How could they get inside my head? This time, it lasted for about 10 minutes before I could move again. This wasn't a coincidence anymore. It had happened twice, at the exact same time, in the exact same way. Something was definitely wrong. The next morning, I decided I had to tell someone. I called my best friend, Arif. We've known each other since childhood. We met at a cafe, and I told him everything. At first, he laughed and said I was watching too many horror movies. But when he saw how serious I was, he listened carefully. Arif suggested it might be sleep paralysis. He'd read about it, a condition where your mind is partially awake, but your body is still asleep, leading to hallucinations. I agreed, but I asked, why are my hallucinations only whispering my secrets? Arif suggested we see a doctor, thinking it might be stress-related. The next day, I went to a psychiatrist. I told him everything. He asked if I was stressed, if my sleep was irregular. I told him yes. To both. The doctor confirmed it was likely sleep paralysis, triggered by stress and a poor sleep schedule. The whispers, he said, were auditory hallucinations, a common symptom of severe stress and anxiety. He explained that a stressed brain can perceive things that aren't there. He prescribed some medication for anxiety and a light sleeping pill. He advised me to manage my stress, try meditation, exercise, and establish a fixed sleep routine. He also told me to reduce my screen time before bed. I followed his advice. I started meditating and fixed my sleep schedule. For a few days, it worked. The voices stopped. I slept peacefully. I thought the problem was solved, but it wasn't over. A week later, it started again, and this time, it was more intense. It wasn't just voices. I felt a physical presence near my bed. I could feel the mattress dip, a cold breeze on my ear as if someone was breathing on me. The voice was clearer than ever. This time, it revealed my deepest insecurities. Things I'd never admitted to anyone. It said I secretly feel weak, that I just act strong in front of others, that I'm afraid of failure, afraid of being alone. Listening to this, I broke down. When I could finally move, I just cried. The next morning, my brother saw me and asked what was wrong. I realized I couldn't handle this alone anymore. I told my family. My mom was worried and urged me to see the doctor again, but my brother had another idea. He suggested we see a religious scholar in case it was a spiritual problem. I'm a scientific-minded person and don't really believe in such things, but at this point, I was desperate. We went to a respected scholar in our neighborhood. After listening to my story, he explained that these were the whispers of Satan, who preys on people when they are mentally or physically weak, filling their minds with guilt and fear. He gave me some prayers and verses from the Quran to recite daily. He told me to pray regularly, recite specific verses before sleeping, and keep a blessed amulet with me. He also advised me to play a recording of Surah Al-Baqarah in my room while I sleep. I followed his instructions. For a few days, things were peaceful again. The voices were gone. I thought, finally, it's over. But 1 week later, it happened again. And what the voice said this time shook me to my core. It said, no matter how much you run, this will never end. Because this voice isn't coming from the outside. It's coming from inside you. The voice told me it was my own mind, my own guilt, my own insecurities, my own fears, manifesting in this form. It said that until I confront my secrets and deal with my guilt, this will continue. And in that moment, I had a realization. Maybe the voice was right. Maybe this was all my subconscious mind. Maybe I had buried so much guilt and so many secrets that they were now clawing their way out. If that was true, then the solution was also within me. I had to face my past. The next morning, I went to my mom. I sat down with her and confessed everything I felt guilty about. The bike, the money for the video game, all the little lies. Confronting my past, speaking my truth. It was hard, but it was also liberating. And you know what? After that, the whispers started to fade. They became less frequent, less intense. I'm still on this journey of self-acceptance and healing. The experience was terrifying, but it forced me to confront the darkest parts of myself. It taught me that sometimes the monster under the bed is just a reflection of the one inside our own heads. What do you guys think? Have you ever experienced something like this? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you found this story compelling, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more. See you in the next one. Dasto mene ya bisika ke kabi kabi jo chisin samaj nahi pot wo zarori nahi ke. Supernatural Haihan Hamara Dimog Hamara Zayun Ik Boat High powerful cheese Hai Itna Tokitwar Kewo Asi Chizin Bi Perceive Kar Shakta Haijo Shiad Physically Wahan Mojud Nahun Upi ni soshahae kabika stress, anxiety ya fir kisibot. Ka guilt. Ya sab, hamari perception kayo. Hamari teknike, nazari kayo kais badel. Kai is poor experience kabad. Abi main, apni zindagi. Kayo zyada. Imandari, Okilipan Kasoth, Kirahahun, Behel, Agar, Maje, Kisiba, Kagilt, Hotata, Tomain, Yusapni, Ander, Haidaba, Lita, Ta, Likin, Abi, Main for Nase, Diokartahun, Main Apni Feelings, Kayo Bottle Up, Nahi Karta, Sabs, Important Cheese, Jomene Siki, Uaibat, Karna, Mine, Abne, Doston, Sehabne Famise, Kalkar, Bot Karta Hun, Or, Is, Bohot, Fark, Padahai, Main Apne Dak, Ka, Schedule B, Tik, Kia. Hai, Wojor Atrat, Barjag, Karkaam Karna, Kud, Kohetse Zyada, Takadena, Womaine Benkar, Dia Hai, Ebemen Itna, Overwork Nahi Karta, Hapni Lai, Waknikalta, Hun, Choti, Chizain Karta, Hun Jins, Muje, Kushi, Milti Hai, Orahan, Ek, or important bot. Main abi therapy bila raha hun. Andosto therapy is mine. Koi. Shuram. Kibot. Nahi. Upi sochi. Ogaropsi. Physical health kelai. Dr. Kipos Yana Bilko. Normal. To. Mental health kelai. Apni zeni sukun. Kelai. Ike therapist ke paz. Yanabiat nahai. Norma hai. Mera therapist. Mujhe apni kayala. Or esasut. Kaye. Process. Karne. Main. Bawat. Carne main. Main. Kayala. Wo mujhe si tekni. Sika raha. Hygien's main. Stresso anxiety ke obera tarik. Se manage ka. Shuktahun. Dosto agar opi kisi terake. Mental health issues face. Karahe. Hain. To please. Please. Kise. Sebot. Kurin, chai wo apki. Family ho. Apki dust. Onya fear koi professional. Apne jasbaat. Ko apne emotions ko apne andar daba. Kar matrikin. Agar mau kamilto, terapi, jeror try karen. Meditation, try karen. Yoga karen. Rozana halki fulki, exercise karen. Eka healthy lifestyle. Apnain. The choti chizin, milkar boet, beta positive change latihain. Origar opi meri. Terra sleep paralysis. Ya is kism k. Hallucinations face. Karaki hain. Dosabs. Behel. Hek. Totose milan. The ik medical condition hoshukdiha. Oriska properi laj moshudiha. Abneson hagne kai shujul. Thikarain. Razek, high whacked payson, or uthon ki. Koshish karin, or han, son, sepeho, screen time, yani mobile, or laptop ka. Istamal kamardin, apni bedroom ko. Comfortable banani, antaraho, kamoshiho, or temperature thandaho. Agarope, spiritual chain. Toap, ontarikon. Kayobi, apna, saktain, prayers karain, tualahin mahanjin, kurampadin, yasabchizin, bizeni sukun, din main, boat, madadkatihain, leakin main, yazarur, kohunga ke medical, health ke soth, sothya sabkarin, donochizin, milkar kam, kartihain, isi duser, Kayo support kartihain. Dasto mera, ya experience wakai boat. Deronata. Oremoshi boata. Takadin. Walabi. Liken. Ismoje. Boat. Kuch sekin. Kayobi mila. Maybe apni mental health ke bari main pahel. Se kahin. Ziade awerhun. Maynabi apni emotions. Kayo ziada ek. Se handle ka. Patahun. Maynabi apni opke. Soth. Or dusron ke. Soth. Biziada. Imandarhun. Agarop main se kisi ke soth. Bi aisakuch. Hua hayaho. Raha. Haito. Blisneche. Komen section. Main. Zarur. Sherkorin. Kayapata. Apki kahani. Kisi. Or kihimat. Banjay. Shia dopkibat. Padka hisi. Or kayo. Hia. Isus ho kehu wo. Iso farmen. Akila. Nahi. Hi. Mental health issues. Kebari main. But garna bawit. Bawit. Zarori. Hi. Gitna siada hun. Isk bari main bat. Karinje. Utni ziada. Utane. Siada. Utane. Siada loge. Utane. Karinje. Karinje. Lutane. Oregarope. Kayo. Ya video helpful lagi ho. Agar opika. Lagda. Haikais kisi. Oki maded. Ho shakti haito pleases video kayo. Share zarur. Karin. Apne dastan. Kasata. Family kasata. Apne social media pi share karya. Is video kayo like Karin or comment main. Apni kaya lot. Zaruro but menu mit karta hun ke upesab. Apni. Mental health. Kakub. Kayal yadrokein. Apki zehni. Sehat utni hai zarori. Hai jitni apki jismaani. Sehat. Agar koi problem hai. Toh use. Nazarandas. Matkarin. Madadlin. Botkarin. Apit niope. Kayo. Prioridin. Allah hafiz dosto apna or apni piran. Kabawat. Kayal rekin. Apni zindagi. Kayo. Imandari. Or kilipang. Kesoth. Gian. Kisibi kism ke guilt. Yaraz. Kayo. Apniander. Matabayan. Unka. Saamna. Karein. Unse. Dil karein. Tabiap. Ek persukun. Zindagi guzar. Sakthain. Melenjagli videomanek. Naik. Topic so. Tapta kilil. Channel kayo. Subscribe karna bilkil. Nabulainor. Belaikom. Bidabadi. Takopko. Mariane. Wali videas. Key notification. Milse. Vidya. Deknit. Kaleope. Sab. Ka. Boat. Shukriya. Aya. Hafiz.